What's going on, everyone? Juice Bags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders 2. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there, and love you, Mom. So we are here on the Plunderer's Paradise Chaos 10 to celebrate Mother's Day, and no better way to celebrate Mother's Day than busting out the Mama Dragon. This is a little bit of a niche dragon setup that I use in survival, diverse crit, double diverse crit, actually, with Motherly Instinct, going with Mass Destruction, and All for One, and then going to use some Dragon's Nest as well with Mass Destruction, and Power Transfer. Along with that, we are going to throw in a couple of walls, going to bust out the Werewolf Commander, imagine that, Juggernaut Automation, and Rebounding Strike. Let's go ahead and set it up here. Basically, we're going to shut down, more than half of the map. So that lane, that lane, that lane, and that lane, plus that flyer lane, all with one little dragon set up over here, because Mama is strong. That is for sure. So we are going to go ahead and slap her down there. We're going to give her a little bit of support from the babies, and then going to buff and boost it all up, of course. So I've got my my destructive pylon is on my reflect beam. Going to go something like that for the reflect, and then let's get just a boost star down in the back, and that should cover that entire area of the map. Mama Bird, of course, is quite the beast, so she is going to handle that without any problems. Then let's see, let's come over here. How do we want to do this one? We want to wall it up top. Yeah, let's go ahead and wall it up top, right about there. Actually, you know what? We can take it down a little. We don't need these baddies coming up the ramp that far. Let's go ahead and put it to right about here, and we'll give them a reflect beam, and then gonna do the same thing over here. So we'll get a werewolf down, say right about there. We'll give them a little reflect beam action, and then we're gonna bring in some more of the babies to close the deal here. So I'm just gonna put them right up top here. Just right by the core on each side. I think we're going to have enough DU for 4. Go something like that. We'll get our boost star down, our reflect beam, and then some buffs. Something along those lines. I think we'll do the exact same thing over here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get reflect beam. Actually, we're going to have enough DU left over, it looks like, where we can throw down a Skyguard as well. Let's drop a Skyguard, say, right there. We'll just get it in on the buff party over here. And then we want to hit all that with a buff beam. Am I going to be able to sneak it in there? Something like that should work. 20 DU left over. We can live with that. Let's just let it fly and let Mama Bird shine here. She just wrecks. Absolutely wrecks. This is actually very similar to a survival build I use on this map. I don't put the wolves in there, and I use the Nimbus on this side of the world. But very, very similar. This is just a lot of the enemies. When you look at how many entrances we're shutting down over here with just one big, crazy Mama Bird wrecking them up. Of course, in expeditions here, she is just going to really shine and just going to mow through everything. When you're doing the survival route, of course, especially the way I have it built with the diverse, I have to take a little more advantage of the diverse servos and place down different defenses. So normally what I do with it is I would use a like an oil catapult and a flat cannon, throw in like some sort of an aura up front, just to try to stack as many diverse defenses as possible. And gets me up, you can fairly easily get it up to 100% crit with, 200+% crit damage just playing by yourself. Very, very easily. So that's quite nice. And they are just shredding. So we see where most of the enemies are dying. This side, of course, everything's having to walk over to Mama, and then Mama's taking care of business. Over here, it looks like most of the stuff is dying before the wall. The Chieftain, of course, will make the walls, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, is this Chieftain going to make it? Yeah, Chieftain's definitely going to make the walls. I think everything else will die prior to hitting the walls, though. Yeah, doing really, really good. Take a peek at this other side here. Over here, we got the same thing. We see we've got a nice little pile right here. This is basically where everything's dying for the most part. The Chiefs are making the push, but doing pretty darn good throughout. So burn through the rest of these. The downside about this map, I actually love this map. I like the Endless Spires map that this map comes from in Dungeon Defenders 1. And I think they just did an incredible job transforming this map. You know, lots of people didn't even realize it was Endless Spires until, you know, it started getting mentioned, as they just really, really transformed the map and did an incredible job with it. Just absolutely beautiful. But a lot of people don't like running this one because it is a slow running map. There's some long lanes. Of course, if you spawn camp, you're going to get the map done quicker. But it, generally speaking, will run slow. On survival, there's also some issues over on this lane with a big pile of berserkers coming and turning around and running back and forth. So there's a little bit of an issue with that on this particular map. But this is one of the maps with the highest godly drop chance modifier. So I like to do this one. It is a fun map. Yeah. This is normally kind of my go-to map that I play when I'm just wanting to chillax it out at night. Just go ahead and let it fly, and we will jump on forward here to wave number 5 and see how this map closes out. And here we go with wave number 5. I got Mama Bird upgraded all the way, and just kind of spamming the upgrades in everywhere else. In fact, we can just go ahead and get the wave flying here, and I can throw this little last bit of upgrade mana in just right over here. We got a Slakelion down there, but he's going to get chewed apart by the baby birds. Couple more upgrades, and I think we're in good shape. Actually, I don't even think we need these. I think it'll be just fine. So, taking a look around. Of course, this area is just shut down. So, no wall or anything required for expeditions. If you got Mama taking care of business, Chieftain are just going to have to pop their bubbles so soon. And then they're just going to get shredded the second that their immunity comes up. So, good stuff there. Taking a look at the bosses over on the side lane. So, like, here we've got a little ogre action rolling in. You see, as soon as, you know, the dragons are not getting on them as early as they would have previously after the changes to range. But it looks like they're still going to be able to chew it up. Is it going to make it to the wall? He might make it to the wall. No, didn't quite make it to the wall. Looks like he died right just a step before there. But, yeah, so most of the map here with a build like this, pretty much any map in Expeditions, if you're going to go with a Motherly Instinct dragon build, any of the different variations of, you're just creating yourself a pretty much unstoppable experience. It's, you know, arguably probably the easiest build to break into every Chaos tier as you're a new player coming up would be Gates of Dragon's Fall with a Motherly, or you're not going to have Motherly Instinct set up then, but with just a Mama Bird on Gates, you're just going to be able to steamroll every single bit of the content all the way through. So let's see here. What else do we got going on? Looks like we're getting into the last part of the wave, and now is the downside of the map. The reason a lot of people don't like to run this map, even though it is just absolutely beautiful, is it just takes a long time. And, you know, it's got the same number of bosses, so you're going to get the same amount of loot, but it takes a while to run. Of course, you get the pirate mods off this map, so if you're looking for one of those, this is a great choice as a place to go get it. But for the most part, it's a big map that runs real slow, so Some people don't like the slow running aspect of it, but you know, if you don't mind it taking a little extra time, you got lots of things to explore on this map. So definitely a lot you can do to occupy yourself while this bad boy is running. Yeah, you see the second that Chief's immunity is up, he is just gone. Just insta-wrecked. And what, we're down to the last 90, so we're getting there. Crazy how much damage they put out. The tooltip on these, of course, is not even remotely accurate. You're doing, in most cases, like 4 to 5 times the amount of actual damage output is what the tooltip is showing. And it just makes that just such a super, super powerful defense. I actually wish we had more defenses like this. You know, we've got like the volcano, the obelisk, you know, although the volcano is always quite glorious to use, it is nowhere near the power of something like the Mama Dragon here. That is for sure. We got a Malthius coming in. Might as well go ahead and peg that one. And Tuskar died on his own, and there we go. So, yeah, just a little bit of a trip out to the high seas here for Mother's Day. So once again, happy Mother's Day to all of you moms out there, including mine. So I doubt my mom will have made it this far into the video, but if so, love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day, and I will see you all next time around. Take it easy.